Hello, my name is Howard Cloud, and I am Vincent Weathers, special education teacher. I would like each of you to introduce yourself and as you would like to be addressed and have your role in this particular meeting. The purpose of today's meeting is an annual IEP for Vincent Weathers. We will review Vincent's present levels of performance, which include his assessments, results, strengths and weaknesses, concerns of team members, progress toward goals, proposed goals and placement options, and services needed to assess the educational program. Before we go any further, are there any time limitations for any of you? If so, what time does the meeting need to be concluded for today? And we'll take care of that very, very soon. Right now, I'd like to just introduce the participants. And Vincent's mother, Rachel Williams, is in attendance. General education teacher, Lori Sanders. Special education, of course, I'm Howard Cloud. The IEP specialist for today is Stephen Williams, and the speech therapist, Monica Sanchez. Now, Vincent Withers, who is the student, will not be participating in today's meeting. Now, what I want to make sure to do is have a copy of the parents' rights, and please remember that it's very important that you are actively involved in this part of the education planning for Vincent, which we have been over these past couple of weeks. And I introduced myself to Rachel 30 days ago. So we had a chance to kind of build up our relationship. We talked, both of us talked to Vincent and kept in constant communication with him. Just one more bit of advice. We just like to set up some ground rules here. In order to work as an effective team, it is important that we all agree to practice the following ground rules: communicate clearly and listen carefully. Respect the views of others. Share your views willingly. We'll ask and welcome all questions, and we want to be open to ideas and views presented. And we honor time limits. And of course, what we want to do is stay on task. Everybody's okay with that? Fantastic. If issues come up that cannot be resolved through brief discussion, we will place them in the parking lot and to be addressed again later in the meeting or at another meeting if necessary. This will ensure that we are able to get through each of the items on the agenda in a timely manner. What we want to begin with, as far as Vincent is concerned, and he is a student at the Williams Elementary School, and as far as that's concerned, his eligibility is a primary category 1 for a specific learning disability. His level of service right now is B, which is a moderate service. And of course, this meeting is going to take care, we'll have an annual meeting, and of course, we'll send out notices again when we have our next meeting. And of course, we'll keep everybody involved in that. Right now, we'd like to move to his present level of academic achievement and functional performance, which is the PLAF. All right. And again, it is with the specific learning disability, the SLD. And right now, his present level of academic function and performance, as far as the cognitive is concerned, we're going to deal with his reading, writing. And he is in grade 5. His reading, his foundational skills, he reads with sufficient accuracy and fluency to support comprehension, and he reads at a grade level text with purpose and understanding. Now, as far as his writing is concerned, his production of writing with guidance and support from teachers and peers, He'll develop writing skills by planning, revision, editing, and rewriting. Now, this is also a very important part of his IEP. Vincent's IEP is his oral language and communication. He's receptive, expressive language with 1 year across the settings, and Vincent will use semantic context clues to answer any comprehensive inferencing, and he may have certain questions about a short story or informal text, and of course he'll use that to read aloud. Now, what we want to do is we want to correct his grammatical word form and word order in his responses with about 80% accuracy. Okay. And let me just get this together so we can read that. There, that's a little bit better. As we move to the family input, and again, Rachel and I were really talking, and this is basically on Vincent's current performance. And she said that Vincent's brother is doing well in middle school, and what's happening is because that's really inspiring Vincent to be a better student. He is excited about moving on to the 6th grade next year, and all the family wants from him is to keep building his confidence up for reading. Now, some of his strengths, he's got some amazing work habits. He's eager to work, he's attentive, and he's organized as well. Now, Vincent is currently participating in the general education setting, okay? And he's a great mathematician as well. So he is a compliant and engaged student with a great attitude. And Vincent has expressed his liking for math and is motivated during math activities. He also excels in visual and modeling math operations. However, he prefers the word problem questions to be read to him. And Vincent does usually ask questions, but will volunteer to answer teacher asked questions. All right. So we're going to move to the next section of Vincent's IEP, and that is his assessments. And right now, the rationale, Vincent uses extended time to complete testing and a maximum of up to one school day that he complete one test during the testing window. Now, some of the state assessment is standard accommodations, and he likes the text to be read aloud. And from talking to Rachel, they try to incorporate this at home. Of course, we want him to concentrate more on his reading, take his time, and if he needs to, as far as any assistive technology is concerned, he can use text to speech software. Also, as far as district assessments are concerned, Vincent must be tested in a separate setting if he's unable to wear headphones. Now, the test administrator redirects Vincent's attention to the test without coaching or assisting. Just to get an idea of his current state standardized test, his overall reading, his test results at the 5th grade level, and this is in the first semester. For all of these, his overall reading, his test results are 351. His word analysis is 224. His vocabulary is 410, and again, this is 5th grade level, and this, of course, is this year, 2023. And his reading comprehension is 350. And again, he's in 5th grade. This is the first semester, and of course, it's for this year. Now, as we move on, if there aren't any questions, we're going to move on to the least restrictive environment. Okay. And the question is, how does a disability affect a student's progress in the general education curriculum or participation in activities? And just to give you an idea of what's happening with Vincent right now, Vincent's assessment and evaluation data indicate the presence of a specific learning disability in essential reading comprehension, reading fluency, written expression, oral expression, and listening and comprehension. Now, this disability is attributed to processing deficits, in phonological awareness, phonological memory, and possibly long-term retrieval, as well as processing speed. As we move on, we're going to move on to his part two plan, and this is his skill in reading. Again, we went over, he's really working on iStation, and this score is for 2023. He's working on iStation, and these are September scores. And again, we went over those earlier with the overall reading at 340, word analysis at 224, and his reading comprehension is at 359. Now, here is an annual goal that we have set up for Vincent in the reading area. Now, within 1 year, Vincent can read and understand grade level materials independently. This will be achieved through direct, explicit, and systematic multisensory reading instruction and focusing on acquiring his reading skills. Now, he can apply phonics and analysis skills to decode words, and he will use his knowledge of letter sound correspondence and syllabication patterns to decode CVC and vowel consonant E sounds with 80% accuracy. Of course, myself and the other supporting members of the IEP staff and curriculum assessments will determine his instructional level. As we move on to the skill area of Vincent in his writing, overall reading 340, word analysis 224. The annual goal here is within a year, Vincent will be able to demonstrate, again, 80% accuracy in the selection of a writing topic or the completion of pre-writing tasks, such as creating a graphic organizer, which we're working on right now, and he's doing quite well in that so far, and we'll keep moving on that during the course of the year, and also to write a well-organized paragraph with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Now, speech, we added a new goal, and organizing oral and written information. The writing goal, when given opportunities to segment, blend, and decode words with 80% accuracy. Now, Vincent is expected to improve his receptive and expressive language skills within 1 year in different settings. Now, his responses should demonstrate correct grammatical word form in order to achieve the 80% accuracy. And talking to Monica Sanchez, his speech therapist, we are working together on that to improve that. And she also mentioned now that the progress will be measured through data collection observation by her, and she will forward some of the reports, and we'll sit together in the cohort and figure out what his baseline level of mastery is. Now, as we move on with accommodations, some of the accommodations, he's got a nice list of accommodations, and we have been working with Lori Sanders, who's the general education teacher, myself, and we had a chance to talk to Stephen, who is the IEP specialist, and we talked about his accommodations, including to provide time to practice communication skills within his daily routine, reinforce and frequently review new words, allow extra time for a written response, and have Vincent repeat directions orally. Family communication. Um, uh, Parents will receive regular progress reports on Vincent's IEP goals. Scheduled meetings will be heard with Rachel to discuss Vincent's progress, including a progress summary with specific data on Vincent's progress towards goal and career readiness, which, organizing oral and written information. Um, Eligibility for ESY. Vincent is not eligible during the school year, but written explanation as to why ESY is not needed. Vincent does not exhibit severe or substantial regression in one or more of the critical areas in his annual measurable goals. And just a couple of more things that we'll add to this meeting is some of the services that will be provided. He is going to have special education English language arts in a special education setting. The start date on that is 10/2/2023, and the frequency is going to be weekly. And of course, I'll work together with Vincent. And the duration of the time for the completion is October of 2024. And the one more educational relevant related services is the speech language pathology. And from talking with Lori, from talking with Monica Sanders, the start date there has already started, and this is going to be the frequency going to be monthly. And of course, Monica will be in charge of that, and the duration is around the same time of October of 2024. And again, as far as the participants and the required, some of the things that we're going to do as far as planning for any conflicts that may come along as far as during the part of the meeting. I think it's essential to contact the parents. And this is something that we both talked about, actually the four of us, before the IEP meeting to discuss the purpose of the meeting. Now, the topics that will be addressed and what they should expect. It is crucial to create a welcoming and inclusive environment during the session so that Rachel will feel like she's an equal partner in this very important IEP team. And after the meeting, it is essential to summarize what was being discussed, the decision made, and the next step. Okay, so at this point, I'd like to just conclude this brief meeting. We'll get together and gather our notes and plan for some brief meetings with everyone, as far as the general education teacher, myself, the IEP specialist, and the speech therapist, to continue to support Vincent Weathers. So everybody have a good day, and we'll get a chance to talk at our next cohort meeting. Thank you.